Good evening, everyone. For last few months, I was very busy and was not able to upload any video. I had sent my work for review and I got a number of comments back from the reviewers, and I am going to discuss few of those comments in this video and also looking forward for your comments. Reviewers comments mainly focus on three key areas. First, the linguistic claim. The reviewers note that I suggest a closer alignment with Sanskrit morphology rather than Dravidian or Munda patterns. Their concern is that this requires stronger and more systematic evidence. Second, the text motif relationship. They believe that the same motif appears with different inscriptions and the same inscription can appear with different animals. They feel this issue is not fully resolved. Third, the methodology. In some cases, I break down a complex complex symbols into the smaller geometrical components. But the reviewers highlight that this approach needs more clearer and consistent and theoretically grounded framework. So overall, they need more evidence. Let me explain why I considered a Sanskrit-based framework rather than Dravidian or Munda. The Indus script has a very large number of signs, over 400 or even around 700, depending on how we count variants. This raises an important structural question. What kind of writing system could generate such a large number of inventory of symbols? Broadly, there are two possibilities. One is logographic syllabic system, similar to the Maya script, where a word like jaguar could be written using a symbol plus a phonetic complement. The second possibility is an abugida system, where consonant combined with vowels and also form conjunct clusters. Now, since no Indian languages in last couple of thousand years is known to use logographic syllabic system, I explored the Abugida model as a more plausible framework. In system used for Sanskrit, there is a high degree of combinational richness. Vowel, consonants, and especially conjunct consonant can generate a very large number of distinct signs. By contrast, languages like Tamil or Munda generally have simpler phonetic structure and far fewer conjunct combinations. This makes it harder for them to account for such large and varied sign inventory. So structurally speaking, an Abugida type system like that associated with Sanskrit provide more scalable explanation for the complexity we see in the Indus script. I will present my first evidence for similarity between the Indus script and Sanskrit. First, the Indus script has many small lines and markers, which I consider as vowels of the Indus script. Second, it has about 40 simple symbols. This number is very close to the number of consonants in Devanagari script, where which has around 33 consonants. So I consider these symbols as the consonants of the Indus script. Third, there are many complex symbols. These seem to be made by combining simpler one, similar to the Sanskrit, where conjuncts are formed by combining the consonants. In Sanskrit, there are about 200 to 300 commonly used conjuncts with more than 1000 possible combinations. The number of complex symbols in the Indus scripts appear to be very similar. So this overall structure of vowels, consonants, and many combination of conjuncts suggests a similarity between the two systems. The Indus script has complex symbols. similar to the conjuncts of Sanskrit. These complex symbols of the Indus script are made up of basic constituent symbols, which are generally considered as vowels and consonants of the Indus script. I will discuss here two examples. So example number one, where you can see the dha, the wa, and the a. These three basic constituent symbols, when they join together, they become dhwa. And if you look in the right side, that the rhino's ear, it looks very similar to the symbol which is shown for the dhwa. So it means the dhwani mean the sound in Sanskrit. So the ear of the rhino has been shown to resemble the dhwa symbol. And as you can see, it is made up of three basic constituent symbols: dha, wa, and a. And now we will see the another example. Here in this example, you can see there are three symbols, simple symbols: H, S, and W. When they combine, it becomes a conjunct symbol representing the sound haswa. And as you can see, there is a seal H516 in which a line is shown which represent a, and then the conjunct symbol which represent haswa. The inscription will be read as haswa, which is basically horse. So you can see here, although a unicorn is depicted on the seal, but the word, the inscription on the seal is haswa, which is horse. So unicorn is depicted, but the inscription says aswa. The third evidence is that the Indus script has many symbols which are visually similar to Devanagari and Brahmi script. For example, here you can see the ma symbol, the dha symbol, the dha symbol, the na symbol, the pa symbol, the W symbol, and the V symbol in the Devanagari script, and the Indus script and the Brahmi script are very similar. And especially if you see the W symbol, which is shown in the second last row. Here you see on the right side poa, which is in the Indus script. It has got P symbol, and within that you can see the W symbol with a line, so wa. So that va, see, has got two way of representation. One is the triangular one, one is a little bit oval shape, or you can say the round shape. And both these, the W symbols, they are present in the Brahmi script. So you can see there is a visual similarity between the Devanagari, Brahmi, and the Indus script. Many Indus seals show the swastika symbol. When we look at languages like Tamil and Munda, there is no clearly established native term for this symbol. Both use forms that are understood to be borrowed from the Sanskrit. Also, in the case of Tamil, the original sound system is more limited in terms of certain consonants, and some sounds like S are represented using letters that were adopted later through the contact with Sanskrit. So taken together, these points are part of the broader reasoning for why I chose Sanskrit as a possible underlying language for deciphering the Indus script. So according to my decipherment, there is a relationship between the animal depicted on the seal and the inscription on the seal. So reviewers, they have got two issues. They are saying that there are about 700 seals showing unicorn. So it is unlikely that the writing on the seams, the writing on those seals are just name of horse or something describing a horse. And issue number two, that the same inscription appear on the various different animals. For example, in below you can see that bull and unicorn both have got similar sort of inscriptions. So if the inscription was related to the animal, then why the same inscription is appearing on bull as well as on the seal which is depicting unicorn? So these are the main issues which they have got, and I am going to answer these issues in the next slide. The reason why the same animal appears with a different type of text, uh, there are many reasons behind it. Number one, that it includes the name of the animal, and mind you, there are more than 200 terms for the horse in the Sanskrit, and majority of those terms they appear on the inscriptions, like for example ash, avash, vadab, vah, javan, etc. And apart from the name of the animal, also there are multiple inscriptions that indicate some sort of ritual functions which could be related to that animal. For example, hotra thin, I mean the animal uh, is meant for the hotra rituals, sacrifice ritual. And similarly, that there are many seals, they are related to the descriptive attribute of the animal. For example, tavovi, peshu, uh, extra. And similarly, there are many terms which denote the breeding origin or the locality from where that particular animal belong to. So those are also come up. So that's why there are so many inscriptions, different inscriptions appear for the same animal. So that was the issue one. And the issue two was that why that different animal they are they are related to the same text. So answer to that question is that because some of the because the animals they have got shared terminology. For example, unicorn as well as the bull both are called pashu, both are animal, as well as they are also called aj, which is again another term for the animal, and as well as tavavi. So both bull as well as unicorn both are powerful, and that's why the common terminology has appeared. And similarly, yu term has also appeared for both unicorn as well as for the bull. So these are the main reason why the same animal with different text appear, and why different animal with same text appear on various Indus seals. Now I am going to discuss why I have got problem with the mainstream view, which they want to see ownership or trademark on the Indus seals. So number one, suppose it was the inscription on the seal was representing the owner, the name of owner or trademark. Then how come a seal which appears in Mohenjo-daro, one seen in Harappa, and one seen in Lothal? So these cities are thousands of kilometers, about 7, 800, 900 kilometers apart from each others. So you are talking about, say, 5,000 year or 4,000 year back, when the transportation was not as common as today. They were completely like they were not well connected cities. And see how come the same person, if it was the name of the same person, how come the same person's name or trademark appear in Mohenjo-daro, in Harappa and Lothal, and these were hundreds of kilometers away. So, and the second thing, these seals are from the different time periods, so hundreds of years apart. So how come the same name of the person appears on various seals? So that is close to impossible. And second thing is, these seals are very small. They are approximately 1 inch by 1 inch, so 1 square inch. And on the back side of that, there is a sort of eyelet, and eyelet, it is about 3 millimeter small. You cannot even grip, you cannot hold the back side. So how the size of eyelet is so small that it could hardly be gripped, making it impossible for stamping. So that's the most important objection against these seals being used for the stamping. So I do not agree, because the grip, the eyelet which is on the back side of these seals are about 3 millimeter small, and you cannot hold them. So that's the second objection. And the third, the inscriptions are very short. They cannot support any commercial record or ownership statement. And third thing, these seals do not have, some of these seals, they do not have any inscriptions, and only they have got motif, which cannot support any ownership or trademarks. So as we discussed, that the mainstream view is that Indus seals should reflect or identify some sort of ownership name or trade or some identity marker related to the ownership. However, this is not the case. According to my decipherment, there is a direct relationship between the animal depicted or the motif shown and the inscription. Now, I propose a theory that there is a possibility that these seals, some of these seals, may have represented initiation, rituals, achievement, social identity, or important event in person's life. Just as modern people, they preserve important memories through photographs. People in the Indus Valley civilization may have used seal to symbolize major life events. For example, somebody might have gone to hunt, or might have carried out a sacrifice or a yajna, or might have gone on a voyage, or some sort of ritual initiation, when they might have undertaken those ritual initiation that time, either that time or after that, they might have used these seals. And the important thing is, see, all of these seals, they were very small, and they had on the back, there was a hole, and that hole represent that these seals were used for hanging, not for the stamping. And that's very important. And that's why I am proposing that these seals might have been represented for initiation rituals rather than the stamping. So this is my view, but uh, again, I am very open to others' view, and please propose if you have got any alternative view. Thank you very much, and looking forward from you and your comments. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.